Nasser El Sonbaty versus Kai Greene is the comparison for you today. And I have to admit, this is probably one of my favorite versions of each of these two dudes. I did this comparison before, long time ago, 1996 for Nasser, some 97, and 2014 for Kai Greene. So this is a little bit different. I figured it was worth it. Two of the best of all time, hands down, that never won the Olympia title. I mean, these two guys, two of the great ones of the non-Olympia champions, like I said. So without further ado, there's no secrets here. You guys know what's going on. We're going to begin with the front double biceps pose. We're going to go through all of the shots. I'll give you my opinion. And keep in mind, this is 1995. So they had some capabilities of getting just as peeled as they are in 2012, or they did. I was going to say they are now. It's 2012. It's a while back. Time just goes so fast, especially in bodybuilding. Seems like the other day, Jay Cutler was robbing Victor Martinez, but anyway, we don't need to talk about that. The arms themselves, Kai Greene, some of the best bicep peaks of all time. Ditto with Nasser. I think he got bigger in that region a couple of years after this. I think he put in some, as Louis Marco calls it, proper oil. Maybe. I think he admitted to that many times. He has a granite type condition, granites. From the front does Nasser El Sonbaty, and compare it with Kai Greene, midsection, things of that nature. I prefer the gray big Egyptian man. Here's the front lat spread. Wow. This is a good pose for both guys. Kai Greene, he's just not as good in the midsection as this big beast. But take a pan back, take a step back, and pan back, I guess I meant to say, and look at the X frame of Kai. Wow. Doesn't he remind you, if Kai Greene was a song, he'd be da 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 da. The Incredible Hulk song. Da, 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 da. Go listen to it. It's a good little piece of music. So yes, I think that granite type condition, and the guys from the 90s were known for that. From the front, not from the back, as we'll see. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I prefer Nasser coming out of the front. The two front shots. Kai, I did like that front double, and I like his front lat spread too, but Nasser, gosh bless him, gosh, turn to the side. And when you're dealing with guys that never competed together, nor did they ever compete with anybody that ever competed with the other guy, sizing is an issue. I can sometimes find a common factor, like say Ronnie Coleman stood next to Nasser. Well, if Ronnie Coleman stood next to Kai Greene, things of that nature, but it's just not going to happen. Kai looks huge. I think I made him a little too big. I don't know. He's not bending at the knees too much. He always stood a little taller than Fiddler's Fiddler in this shot. But Nasser, he's holding his far leg straight. He is granite as well from the side. So's Kai. Kai looks good. Midsections, obviously. Anybody from the 90s. They all paid attention to that. As far as the midsections are concerned, it was still the 1960s, 70s, whatever. What have you. They paid a great deal of attention to those midsections. Here's the side tricep, and again, guys, from the side, this Nasser is a bear, a grizzly bear, and Kai, little out of his element when you look at the midsections, the size, the tricep, meat, and from the side, almost like the front for Nasser. He is very fish scaly skinned, wheels, hamstring, things of that nature. You can't see the calves, but trust me, this guy was packing heat as far as that's concerned. Now here is where it's a different sport altogether, guys. Look at this. And I don't mean like all together now and sing a song. I mean, it's a different sport altogether. Glutes, hamstrings, even the back. But this is one area where Nasser, he was kind of out of his element with the other guys, wasn't he? Not? Maybe. Maybe it was just gray big Dorian Yates with his condition and his back. But having said that, guys, is this enough? You know yourself if you watch a lot of bodybuilding and you see the decisions that they make. A lot of it has to do with who brings the condition in the glutes, hamstrings, things of that nature. And here's the rear double bi. And it's the same thing here when you look at the back. So it's not just a condition edge. Look at Coleman back there. Is it Coleman, Aaron Baker, and I think Flex Wheeler. I think. Let us know in the comment section below who those guys are, Ronnie. Little did he know. In a couple of years he'd be a Mr. Olympia, but anyway. It's a different sport altogether. Nasser just did not have the capabilities or the pharmaceuticals to get that peeled. Wait a minute. This is Sean Ray from 1 year prior, and I'm telling you right now, he's more peeled than Kai Greene. This here exhibition is a fantastic little matchup, I can tell you that. Sean Ray, he is very outspoken. He may say some things, but I guess I'm done caring about old retired bodybuilders saying things. I mean, if that's what you're gonna concern yourself with, I mean, you can throw them all in prison as far as that's concerned. But Sean Ray, wow, peeled. Bravo, Sean. Kai's just too big. But this is Nasser El Sonbaty's time to shine, not Sean Ray's. In fact, Nasser defeated Sean Ray at this Olympia. Sean got 4th, Nasser got 3rd. Did I say Nasser got 4th earlier? Did I say that? I did, it was an error. Nasser placed 3rd. And then, of course, Sean Ray got the victory over Nasser the following year in 96, right? I think so. The abs and thigh, I almost prefer Kai Greene. The quads, nice. Midsection doesn't look too bad either. And I can't get this out of my mind. Sean Ray, I think if you lined up all of the great ones, Sean Ray would win the award of loving his physique the most. I think he appreciated his own physique more than any other bodybuilder. He was the cat's meow as far as he's concerned. Here's the most muscular. Let me know. That's serious. I really think that Sean Ray loved his physique. He thought he was absolutely perfect. You don't even need the T there, just perfect. Now, Nasser, his midsection looks a little full. Now, this was before the bubble, double, triple, treble, bubble, double, bubble guts. So I don't think we noticed that as much. I remember seeing guys with big midsections back in the day. We'd call them power bellies. Big power bellies. We had a wrestler by the name of the Iron Sheik. I mean, this guy had what they call Palumboism, with all due respect to the great Dave Palumbo. It is kind of neat, named after him. But the Iron Sheik, he had a big gut of six-pack way, way back when. So that's your first gut of six-pack, Iron Sheik. But having said that, guys, Nasser, upper body, he is just ripped to the diced and shredded to the peeled, I guess. I would suggest, for the lack of a better term. So, realistically, Nasser El Sonbaty, as far as a picture comparison, he wins. Obviously, I'm not going to battle you guys. And you realists out there, you guys know what I'm going through right now, what I'm saying. You want to argue with these Nasser fans and explain to them that if you had a time machine, you brought them both into the future, that Nasser, he'd be too smooth. Just layers of smooth from the back. And Kai would probably, I don't even want to say it, but you guys know, right? But Nasser, he's winning from the front. Nasser, he's winning from the side. He's actually dominating from the side. And, you know, I might have leaned a little bit towards Kai Greene and that abs and thigh, but no way, shape, or form was he dominating. No, Nasser wasn't really losing any poses aside from the back condition, plus the back itself too. Most muscular, I mean. Kai Greene, his crab position was just not the best, and Nasser, he was a box, and I mean that in a complimentary way. Look at that. I guarantee you shot this guy with a 22. Pew! Just deflect right off that great big meat. That great big man's chest. So yes, Nasser El Sonbaty. I'm not fighting you guys. I'm not fighting this traffic this late at night. Love and appreciate all of your guys' comments, requests, whether you love me, hate me, either way, as long as you're trying to improve yourself as far as physical conditioning, eating right, you know how the bodybuilding community does it. Whether we agree or disagree, we all agree on being healthy and happy and living our longest we can. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, look at the little baseball biceps for Kai Greene. Look at those things. Looks like some sort of growth. Doesn't it, Terry? Look at this. What's the matter with you? Have a great one, guys.